Hey guys, welcome to another one of my videos. Today we're doing a little tutorial on how to consolidate inputs in your Eureka Core Wallet. Something I'm still learning here. I sent all of my coins out at one point and then sent them back so I'd have one address. Thinking now when it's mining, every time it's mining it goes into my own address, so I don't have to worry about it, but I was completely wrong. You still have, because you're mining, you still have inputs that are created all the time. And let's see, if we go here, you can do this too. Let's see, I'll go back to the Core Wallet. This is my address. So to get that address, I just double click this and wait. Sorry. Wait for this transaction. Go to one of the address that says mined. I'm going to click on that so that transaction comes up. It's actually quite slow, but here we go. Here's the transaction and what's happening. Oh, that was payment to myself. Let's see. One thing I can tell you is I've lost the controls for my video. No, here we go. When you have too many inputs, let me close that because that was a payment to myself. This one's mine. That's my address. I'm going to open it. When you have too many inputs, your Core Wallet starts slowing down. It goes slower and slower and slower and slower. And I figured mine had like 375,000 inputs because I thought since I had one address, I didn't have to do this consolidation. I didn't have more than one address, but inputs and addresses are different. We'll get into that. So right here, I can just go in and copy this. That's my address, right? Then you go to eurekanetworks.io. You come up here, paste it in right there, your address, and hit enter. Now I'm going to show you something, and I'm not an expert at this by any means. So let's see. Okay, total received coins in my address is 36 million. I never had 36 million coins. So why is that? Okay, you can see total sent. This is how the mining works. So when you're using your coins to stake, I believe they're sent out to other addresses, then they're sent back, and your final balance will always be correct here. Even if it's not in your wallet, it's always correct here. But that's this is kind of how the staking works. It actually goes out into different addresses and then comes back. I don't know how. That's part of the system. So if you go in, if you've been staking, go in and have a look at this and look at your total received and total sent, and you'll see you've got a lot more coins that's gone through than you've ever sent or received. That's because that's how the staking works. So when it goes back to your wallet, it comes back in inputs. So if you had a withdrawal from Eureka X for 100,000 coins and you put it in your wallet, chances are that 100,000 has been broken back up into smaller bits now. Okay? So you have to consolidate those, and you also need to consolidate the rewards. For me, right now, I'm still consolidating what was sent out and sent back to my wallet because I do have 700,000, but it's broken into, let me close that, it's broken into like very small bits of like 122. So there's a couple ways to do it. I'm going to show you how I'm doing it right now first, and then I'm going to show you the inputs. First, I'm going to go to send, right click, I'm going to put my own address, then in here, just try different amounts until you can get the maximum amount, right? So like for me, I'm doing 10,000 at a time because I saw that's the most I can do. It's 10,000, send, and it asks you for your phrase. Well, actually, since I'm doing this and you got to keep putting your phrase in, I changed it to something very easy and quick to do. Later, I'll put back in my more longer, secure phrase. So, just a little tip for you. Okay. So, I'm basically sending those coins to myself. That's how you're going to consolidate. And right now, I'm consolidating everything so I can send it to the new staking service. And some of it's also going to go to the new program where you get 0.5% a day. It's really good. So I'm going to do this in 2 videos because right now I'm doing the, transaction fee is 0.0005. You see, it doesn't cost you much. Just by mining under 1 mining transaction, that's already paid for your transaction fees. Transaction fees are very, very, very small. So, okay. So I've sent that to myself. Alright, so that comes up and it says payment to yourself. So you know that's went to your own wallet, okay? So that's one way to do it. If you're down to mining rewards, I think maybe you can do like 3.5 Eureka at a time that way. So that's one way to consolidate. Now let's go in and look at the inputs and talk about that. So send. Sometimes you get this transaction too large or too large for fee policy. And that's because there's too many inputs in the transaction. From what I've seen, you can do about 800. So I'm going to click inputs. Then I'm going to pause the video because I've got so many inputs that it's running really slow. Okay, I'm back now. Had to pause it for a minute because it's so slow for this to come up because I have too many inputs. If you want to know how many inputs you have, this is what comes up. These are all your inputs. Just hit select all. I'm not going to do that right now because I've got so many. It takes it 20 minutes to figure it out, and then it comes up like 300,000. Like I said, I'm consolidating my bigger rewards. So what you just see me do with the 10,000, that's what I've done here. 10,000, 10,000, 10,000. But now you come down here and you've got 122, right? So that's what we're looking at. These are your inputs that you need to consolidate. So you can do it the way I showed you, or the other way to do it would be to come in here and just start ticking them off one by one. Now I'm ticking these, but because I have so many inputs, it's running slow. Now you see the circle come up, it's thinking, then it'll select them, and I can continue, right? Kind of. Now as you're ticking off these inputs, you'll see the quantity up here. I've ticked 10 so far. This is what you want to remember. No more than 800. That's in my experience. When you get down to the staking rewards that are like 0.005, I don't know if it's any different, but I'm guessing it's probably the same. The wallet can handle 800 inputs at a time. Now I've talked to the master Nahil, the creator of this blockchain, the man that wrote like 400 pages of code for it. And he said he's going to write script that actually does this automatically. So I guess that would be with the next version of the wallet. And that will save us masses and masses and masses of time. If you're wondering if you can click here, then go down here and use a hotkey to select everything in between, no, you can't. Maybe he'll write some script for that as well. I don't know, but you won't need to if he does the automatic consolidation. It'll probably be a button. You can say automatically consolidate, and then it'll probably run through and put all your coins back into your wallet like this. So I'm only up to 36 right now, but I'm just going to do this as an example. You can go up to 800, I believe. I've gone to 800. I was over 900 and it was too much. It said transaction too large. So I went back in and unticked until I got down to around 800 and it worked, and I've been doing that ever since. So 800 is the magic number. So after you got all the ones you want to consolidate, you hit OK. Wait, that came up pretty quick. Is my face in the way? Okay. Then up here you'll see 4,394.88 Eureka coin, the fee, after fee. Okay. So put your address in here. Pay to. Now it's got to think again. I've locked the wallet so it stopped staking, so I stopped creating more inputs. I've got too many inputs now, so I got to sort this out. So I'm doing this all while I'm not staking. I was doing it while I was staking. It was getting faster and faster. Now it's slowing down again, so I locked the wallet. So right click, I'm going to put my address in and 4394. We're okay. Now if I put in a little bit too high, 4395, insufficient funds come up here because you don't have enough. So you need to put in a little bit less. So I backspace, I gotta wait. It's thinking. Too many inputs. That's why your wallet starts running really slow. You got to do this probably on a daily basis, I would imagine, until the automatic consolidation script comes out. Okay, 4394, and that's all right. Click out here somewhere and all the decimal points come up. Send. Because I have it locked, it's doing this. You can unlock and continue staking, and then you don't have to put in the password every time. But then you'll have to unlock, and not for staking only. And also you need to have your coin controls enabled. I'll go look for that in a minute, but let's finish this. Okay. It's a little bit slow. Maybe I'll just pause the video so it won't be too long. Okay, so this comes up. I hit yes. Pause my video. Actually, I just unpaused it because you can see you're still on this screen. When it's done thinking and it's sent the transaction and put it in the memory pool, then you will see the screen change. Excuse me. So I'm going to sit right here. It usually happens pretty quick. Okay, there we go. So it's gone straight to transactions. You can see right there you did it correctly because it says payment to yourself. That comes out automatically. Okay, where do we do coin controls? I think it's setting, options, wallet. Enable coin control features. This one you need to tick to be able to do this. Okay, so I think that's it for now. I hope this can get you started on your coin consolidations, and I hope that the inputs make more sense now. It's not as straightforward as we might think. It is a lot more complicated and entailed than I even have a clue about, but I'm learning every day. If you have a video you want me to do, if I can do it, I will. Just put it in the comments below. Alright guys, that's it for me. Thanks. Happy staking. Go, go, Eureka, go.